Saemus, wasn't it? The Viscount's boy.
You're here rather often, Sirrah Hawk. A good influence, I think. You started something, helping me as you did. I still accept no blame for defending Kunari. And I don't miss the kinship of the people who oppose what I believe. Go away. My father may feel the need to hire your kind, but I don't have to like it.
Shouldn't be rude to strangers. You'll get hurt.
I've been hurt. That's how I know you're a thug. Probably told to find any excuse to attack the Kunari. But by all means, tell me how you hate the beasts and all who stand with them. I've heard it all.
I'm the least of your worries if you stand with the Kunari.
If I am lost to the Maker for refusing to hate someone, for finding beauty in the other, well, perhaps the Maker is the one who is not worthy of me. There are other ways to see the world. The Kunari have shown me that.
I didn't picture Dumas' son being so rude.
Shameful, isn't it? How I don't mindlessly repeat the mistakes of my father. So go look for reasons to kill Kunari. Just don't expect me to praise you for it.
The Arishok asked for me. I think they're a headache, but so are many people.
And you've already treated them with more grace than most. Mere existence should not be an offense, no matter how they challenge the Chantry. Not when some of their ideas are so compelling.
Well, nice to meet you too. And your problem with me is?
My father has dealt with the imagined Kunari threat before, and his first response was armed thugs. I expect this to be no different. But by all means, tell me how you hate the beasts and all who stand with them. I've heard it all.
I've done nothing to you. Or for you, for that matter.
Not yet. But people are desperate for a reason to fight the Kunari, who do nothing hateful except exist and be different. If I offend, well, some people try very hard to be offended.
Thank you for your assistance, Sirrah Hawk. For obvious reasons, it is no longer required. A very sad affair.
The Viscount's boy was determined to come to a bad end.
A man's child is dead. A boy that ran in these halls. Whatever his faults, this is a tragedy. I should think that someone truly deserving of their place in Hightown would recognize that. I am, apparently, something of an optimist.
Saemus's death can't go unanswered.
I should think it has already been answered. I hope, anyway. If it escalates, this is merely the first of many losses.
You were very critical of Saemus before.
You don't watch a child become a man and not feel something when he is lost. We had some spirited discussions. He would challenge this or that, and I would scramble to avoid offense. His loss will have an effect. Of that I am certain. Well, look who it is. You. The you. If you don't mind, I could do with a significant reduction in the amount of attention this office receives. A visit from the champion is something of the opposite.
I sense I am unwelcome in the halls of power.
Power? I am just the hand on the seal, waxing what I'm told. Now I'm trapped under Templar scrutiny, waiting for them to note how easily I might be replaced.
And it isn't going well?
It is not going well.
Order my removal if you think you have the authority.
Authority. My authority was lopped off and rolled across the floor, courtesy of the Arishok.
Everyone else seems to want me on their side.
I am not everyone else. I am the Seneschal. A position that does not traditionally endure sans Viscount.
I can apply influence in many ways, you know.
Do the words political maelstrom mean anything to you? The Templars are particularly sensitive about destabilizing elements, especially after what happened to Dumas.
The Arashok killed the Viscount, but he's no longer a problem.
There are older hatreds that the Templars feel deserve more central focus. Sometimes I wonder if we're at war with ourselves.
There is no one to carry the last Viscount's line.
You presided over Saemus's death. That was the sad end of the Dumas. When a line is judged unfit or ends, we appoint from Kirkwall's elite. Or we would, if the situation was normal. But it is not.
Who nominates a new Viscount?
A consensus of the nobility, normally, and a willing nominee. Both are lacking, and I can't fault it. These are difficult times.
Could I nominate someone? Or do it myself?
Anyone who thinks to take this office needs more than popular support. They need particular support. You are many things, champion, but not this. Not yet, anyway.
Since when are city leaders appointed by the Knight Commander?
Meredith would not openly declare a preference. The rule of Kirkwall is deliberately separate from the Chantry's will. But the Order embodies security in Kirkwall, and they want the new Viscount to be more accepting of oversight. Anyone who wants to rule Kirkwall needs support from the Templars. That is the new truth of this city.
What happens if they don't like the choice?
Do you know how Viscount Dumas' predecessor, Perrin Threnhold, left office? He was a tyrant, certainly. But his rule was not ended until he actively sought to expel the Templars. The good of all is inexorably tied to what is good for the Templars.
When Viscounts die, it's the sycophants who truly suffer.
If his death was more fresh in my mind, I would give you such a censuring. I can still do that, I think. Each day is fresh insult. Leave me.
Nice mess. Glad it's not mine.
That is the prevailing opinion I encounter, and I'm just fine with that.
I'll leave you to it. But I'm easy to find if you need me.
Good. Thank you. My door is always closed.